What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming.
Shut up and sit down.
What's up, Pixie Posse and wee little pixels all? Two Gun Pixie is your gateway to legendary gaming. And today's video is going to hit two playlists. Obviously, the playlist for Tabletop Takeout Tuesday. This is where we do bullet point reviews about games that have been enjoyed by me, Two Gun Pixie partner Tom Vulo, my wife, or one of the 20-sided warriors. But it's also going to find a spot in our Westerns playlist. If you enjoy Western-based games, the Old West, the Wild West, that's where you want to go. You want to come and check out some of our reviews, previews, unboxings, playthroughs of our Western games in our Western playlist. We do drop a video every day of the week, my friends, so please join the Pixie Posse by hitting the subscribe, and don't forget to tickle that notification bell so that you are reminded every day of when our new videos drop. Now, let's just get right into this, and let me tell you what I think, has been thought by the group about great Western trails. 19th century, the American Old West, Wild West, a near almost legendary time period. And this game does a fantastically, and I believe somewhat accurately, done job in presenting you, letting you experience a bit of that world, a bit of what that was like while you're sitting here in the 21st century. Now, so many Western games, there's a lot out in the market. It's not scarce. But most of them deal with land buying. I mean, things that do have to do with the Old West, like land buying, bounty hunting, sheriffing, a shootout at the corral or the tavern, bar fights. And these all do take that one aspect of the Old West, and most of these games elevate it to a very fun spot. This doesn't take the route of cattle rustling, like many games incorporate in it. Just the opposite. In this game, the entire mechanic about it, the entire theme, the entire idea behind it is you got cattle in Texas, and you got to get them to Kansas City. Now, Eurogaming mechanic style, with some really interesting and strategic hand management mechanics in this game. This brings an American game about the American Old West into the hands of Eurogaming mentality, and it works. It works all too well. Trying to manage your cattle on the trail, trying to manage things that you don't think about, like putting up buildings, houses along the way. Things about hiring. People are coming and going on the trail. Some of them don't make it. Some of them leave. You need to constantly be hiring and rehiring and keeping your eye on these resources that you have. It's all tied in together in a beautiful symphony that not only works well as a game, but being a game, it does a pretty damn good job of letting you know what that was like back then. Letting you know what the experience could be like on a certain cattle run. Now, the game has all of the aspects that I just mentioned. Then you're stuck balancing. Balancing is the wrong word. You got too many things going on. Balancing sounds good if you just have two things to worry about, right? But no, you have the cattle, you got the other players, you got hired hands, you got building management, you got movement management, protection. This is juggling. That's exactly what it's more like. You're not balancing shit. You're trying to keep as many balls in the air. I heard it that time. You're trying to keep as many plates spinning on sticks as you can before they all come crashing down. And the strategy that you're going to have to use in this game in order to keep all those plates spinning properly is a very tough thing to do. You're not dealing with grand adventures and monsters and spells and mayhem. No, you're just dealing with people and cattle. That's it. But the level of need, the level of management is probably more palpable than any fantasy game you can play. Now, let's not forget all the resources that I've just mentioned. Let's not forget the most important, the thing that's driving everything. Driving, well, the drive, and driving why you're doing it. Scratch. You're doing it for the greenback. You're doing it for the cash, the money, the moolah. You got to collect it because you're spending it. Who do you think's paying the hired hands? Who do you think's paying for the construction goods to put up the various buildings and shacks that you need along the way? It's not, friendly, people on online that are just dishing out money to you on a Kickstarter. No. You have a lot of money to resource. It just all comes down to that money. On top of everything else. In a way, this game generates stress, but I've never felt a lot of stress from it. That's a pretty good balance. This game is definitely made for the Western fan. I mean, it goes out of its way. You could say, without feeling pushy, but it goes out of its way to cater to it. That's all it is. But does that mean that you have to be a fan of the Old West and cowboys and Indians and every other term that's wrong nowadays? No, not at all. The mechanics of the game, the strategy of the game shine through the image of the game. You could pretty much take these mechanics and put them anywhere, yet at the same time, it does not feel skinned on. It feels like this game is exactly what it's meant to be. And I think that's another great thing. When you have a game that feels and fits so perfectly within everything that has to do with itself, and you can take it and reskin it, and that reskinning isn't going to feel like a reskinning. There's something good. There's something almost magical about a design like that. And this game fills that. It has that feeling 100% because it's smooth. It works well. The rules are not hard to pick up. They're not hard to teach. The game is going to take you a little while to play, but it's all worth it. It's all going to be worth it in the end, just like the long cattle drive from Texas to Kansas City. It's always going to be worth it at the end. Have you played Great Western Trail? There's at least 2 editions of it out right now. Either one, doesn't matter which one you've played, make a comment down below and let us know. Let us know what you think of the Great Western Trail.